grace abounds in deepest waters. Your sovereign hand will be my guide. Where feet may fail and fear surrounds me, you've never failed, and you won't start now. And I will call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace, for I am yours and you are mine.
We need to keep our eyes open, not as the world sees things, but spiritually, so we don't miss it. God reveals himself to us, speaks to us, calls us into a ministry, and we just let it aside, set it aside, or just miss it and say, let me build you a shelter instead, Jesus. No, I want to show you this. Well, let's do this, Jesus. Because we keep on wanting to do our thing as opposed to Jesus' thing. Well, to take away all doubts, the big man shows up himself. God the Father. I love this. To prove it, that the words that came out of Peter's mouth were from God. You are God's Messiah. God the Father shows up in full glory. And just as he did on Jesus' baptism, God speaks. And he says, this is my Son, whom I have chosen. And he adds this. He adds this. That's where it stopped in baptism. But he adds this because this is the turning point of the ministry. Listen to him. He said that not only to John and James and Peter, and he's saying it to us. This is my Son. I have chosen him. Now listen to him. It's confirmation on an incredible, supernatural, spiritual level. You said it, Peter, and now God has confirmed it. He is the Messiah. Now listen to him. Listen to him. He is the Messiah. What do you say? Who do you say that Jesus is? If you say that he is the Messiah, the Son of God, then listen to him. Let that change occur. No longer listen to the world. No longer listen to your own ambitions. No longer listen to desires and greed and whatever else the self throws at you. Listen to him. See, Jesus was on his way to the cross. He knew it. Moses and Elijah had just been talking. Now it's time to move forward. Now it's time to go stop traveling around Galilee, and it's time to move forward to Jerusalem. You know what's waiting you there. Move forward. The scripture tells us that Moses and Elijah are having this conversation with him about going to Jerusalem. Jesus is on his way to the cross, and it comes with great suffering and misery, and he knew it. But it's all done out of love and mercy for sinners like me and you, that we might go and find salvation. Jesus is on his way to Jerusalem for a reason, to defeat Satan, to defeat death, for our sakes. Let us be clear on what we believe. Either Jesus is the Messiah, the Christ, or he's nothing. Let me repeat that. Jesus is either the Christ, the Messiah, or he's nothing.